God, it was so nerve-wracking. I think they had like 3 or 4 rounds of interviews at FBI, and we were all in the conference room around this massive round table, and there was like 10 people, and then like, you know, the bosses who were interviewing you. And I get so nervous in those big group interview situations because they were asking you to like throw out ideas of, you know, radio segments and ideas for radio shows, and I was kind of somewhere in the middle to the end, so everyone before me would come up with these really amazing ideas of shows and segments, and then I just remember being so nervous, and I think I screwed it up a couple of times, but who knows, I don't know. When I'm on the radio, I try and think that I'm just broadcasting to like a few close friends. So I just try and talk to them, and I tell them information that I think they would find useful and relevant, and I try and tell them about stuff, and then that's kind of how you can connect with your audience, because obviously when you're a broadcaster, your audience is really, really important, and you want to be speaking directly to that one person, even though you're speaking to a lot of people. I try not to think of them as like, you know, obviously they are really, really amazing artists, but at the end of the day, they're just people as well, you know. They're just so-and-so who lives over in London, or so-and-so who lives in Brooklyn, or whatever. And yeah, they make really amazing music, but you can connect with them on just like a person-to-person level. So if you try and, you know, just be calm and talk to them as if you would talk to anyone else that you've met for the first time, like a new friend that you've met at a barbecue or whatever, it makes it a lot easier, and you kind of don't freak out that they're this really amazing, talented person. There are so many opportunities if you're looking to find a job in the industry. There's so many different parts to the music industry. It's like there's, you know, marketing departments, and there's promo departments, and there's, you know, sales teams, and there are distributors, there are smaller indie labels, there are major labels, there are, you know, there are publishing houses. There's so many different parts to, you know, between an artist making music and making a record, and then that being on the shelves and getting on the radio. There are so many bits in between where, you know, where you can kind of find what part you love, and then you can kind of slot into it. And the best advice, really, if you're trying to break in, is just volunteer and do internships, and like, don't be afraid. The worst thing that can ever happen is someone says no, and the best thing that can happen is that they say yes. If you try and pretend to be something that you're not, then you just have to keep up the charade of, you know, trying to always be that, you know, super awesome, cool person or whatever. If you're just like, you know, relaxed and yourself, and you're not trying to be someone you're not, people will just come to love who you actually are, rather than a construct of a personality that you think someone will like. Just find something that you love that really makes you happy, and if that's music, or if that's, you know, making art, or if that's sport, you know, whatever it is, find something that you love and just go with it.